Okay, so I said I was going to do Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns round 3 since that was their third match on Raw. But when the Kurt Angle storyline came to a big shocker, well, to a lot of people, I wanted to talk about this first. Okay, so if anyone who hasn't been watching WWE Raw, and I can understand why, considering what was going on for the last few months during the brand split, WWE was doing the storyline with Corey Graves and Kurt Angle with a bunch of scandalous text messages that could ruin Kurt Angle's life, ruin his marriage, ruin his relationship with the company, and they eventually culminated with Kurt Angle announcing a week prior that he's going to reveal this. Now, a lot of people were speculating, what is the secret? Like, a lot of information from the past few weeks and months since WWE surprisingly has been doing very slow with their storylines, like the Enzo Amore and Big Cass storyline. Yeah, I'm actually shocked they did that. In terms of taking it slow and not instantly revealing it and giving subtle hints. Like the shaking hand of Corey Graves and Big Cass when Corey Graves said that he would have shaken the hand of the person who attacked Enzo, which I thought, okay, that's actually kind of genius. Is Vince actually thinking? Okay. Well, eventually it culminated with the storyline for now. A lot of people were speculating, oh, is it Stephanie McMahon? And a lot of reports were saying that might be the case. It might be pending towards Stephanie McMahon, Triple H returning to TV, and Kurt Angle facing Triple H at SummerSlam, since WWE has been pushing for SummerSlam to be the second biggest show of the second biggest show of the year. Royal Rumble, it's a maybe. It's like third, and last but not least, Survivor Series. We'll just flip a coin. So, WWE went with this angle. No pun intended. Kurt Angle decides to reveal this to the public. He says that he's talked to his family. They're on his side. The company, they're on his side. Immediately destroying the tension of what we had of what the scandalous storyline could be. Since he's told people already. Yeah. And I love how Corey Graves said that we live in the golden age of social media, and eventually this is going to get out. Yeah, that's actually a good reason. However, at the same time, Kurt Angle could sue somebody for scandalous claims and whatnot, and trying to defame him if this was reality-based. Though, of course, it is kind of reality-based of how they presented it. So Kurt Angle reveals this, and it's revealed that he had a girlfriend back in like college, I think. And I was like, oh god, they're really doing this. Oh god. The second Kurt Angle said that, I was like, no. Oh god. Please tell me they're not. Yep, they're going there. They're going with the illegitimate child storyline. Because the last time that happened, it worked so well between Mr. Kennedy, Vince McMahon, and Hornswoggle. Though, of course, I'll get to that in a moment. It's revealed that Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's son. Let that sink in for a second. In this storyline, this is not real. In fact, there's a picture of Jason Jordan's real dad, and he looks like Morgan Freeman, surprisingly. So, yeah. Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's dad in the story. I got him mixed up. Jason Jordan is the son of Kurt Angle in the storyline, and it's been revealed that this is going to be part of a push, is going to be a big storyline for the next couple of months, which could also lead to Stephanie McMahon and Triple H returning over the fact that the GM has an illegitimate child, though they might take it to a dark storyline that could be interesting if they wanted to. And it could also potentially lead to a Kurt Angle versus Jason Jordan storyline, which I will have no complaints for. It's just, it doesn't surprise me because someone made up a big storyline in their heads on Twitter and posted it saying like, oh, it's going to be that Kurt Angle is the father of Chad Gable or Jason Jordan. And I'm like, no way. WWE wouldn't dare do that. Not in this day and age where everyone gets offended by everything. And of course, they went there. They went with the illegitimate child storyline. I'm not going to be pissed off and bitch about it. I'm more like mixed about it because it's also revealed that Jason Jordan is now heading to Raw, which has now officially ended American Alpha, sadly. Rest in peace. Okay, anyways. So, yeah. So there's a positive and negative to this. Jason Jordan is going to get a big push, most likely. It's been reported that this is a sink or swim storyline. Yeah, they're going to do a major central storyline for Raw, and it's going to be sink or swim. Wow, that's actually kind of that's actually kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, something that used to be popular in the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era. Oh wait, ballsy. Yeah, they're going to go there. They're going to take risks. They're taking a big leap of faith here. And it's actually been revealed that Jason Jordan's going to get a mid-card push. Which actually surprised me again because, wait, WWE is not going to push him to the main event slot already? They're going to take their time with him? Oh god. Like, is Vince dead? Did Vince die and Triple H take over? Because this sounds like there's something going smart like. Well, it's also because Vince McMahon has also not been present as much as at wrestling shows. So he's not dead, everybody, as much as those twisted fans like to think. Though, of course, the one time he does show up for a show, he cancels talking smack because of its unscripted style, which I totally called. So, yeah, Jason Jordan is going to get this singles push in the mid-card scene. Probably win the Intercontinental Championship eventually. Which will be interesting how The Miz interacts with Jason Jordan. And I get why Jason Jordan is getting a mid-level push. Is because Jason Jordan isn't really the best on the mic. Like, his actions mostly speak through the ring. His words come from the ring, not from the mic. So, like, he could learn from Kurt Angle during the storyline how to do better promos, which will help a lot. Or, you know, let him be giving him a bullet point and let him speak freely, just so long as it relates to the subject, but ultimately succumb to the obvious, we're going this storyline, but you get to say whatever you want at the same time. Nah. It's actually revealed Jinder Mahal has creative control, but that's a completely different video. So, yeah. Anyways, this is the end of American Alpha. Chad Gable is staying on SmackDown, and there were hints they kept saying, like, oh, American Alpha wasn't on television much, and Chad Gable started wrestling singles matches. Okay, that could be a reason, but at the same time, this is WWE. They have known to not really utilize the popular wrestlers. Oops, I said the W word. That's offensive to Vince McMahon. He knows best. So, here's the thing. This storyline is catered to emotion and whatnot, and it is actually treated with joy. The Hornswoggle Vince McMahon storyline, there are two big factors. One, it was portrayed as kind of abusive and dark. And the second reason is WWE was kind of stuck in a corner. Because they were originally going to do the Vince McMahon death scenario, which was planned, and they were going to go ahead forward with this for a year and have Mr. Kennedy be a main character in the storyline, like be revealed as the new son of Vince McMahon and try to take over the company. I think that was the storyline. There's a lot of sources that say, oh, they were going to do this, they were going to do that. So, and Vince McMahon would eventually return. So, yeah, and then tragedy struck with the Voldemort of WWE happening, and yeah, they were kind of like, we have over a year of storyline. What do we do now? We can't use this material because of the fact that people died. on our watch, and we may have given him too many steel chair shots that caused this, and may have tempted him to drugs. Yeah, then the government's investigating us, so yeah, we gotta cancel this storyline. So, yeah, I get why they had to do what they did, though they could have done it like for lighthearted, like it started out being lighthearted, but then it started becoming a little too abusive to an extent. So, yeah, moving on. And also the storyline sucked, even without the dark moments they put in. So, yeah, Jason Jordan is set for a big push in the mid-card scene and possibly the main event scene if the storyline works. And this could lead to two scenarios. Kurt Angle versus Jason Jordan, or Triple H versus Kurt Angle with Jason Jordan's future on the line. So, that's the likely case scenarios for me. They could go the third route and do something unexpected, or the fourth route where they do something unexpected yet completely stupid. And WWE has a history with that. But surprisingly, Jason Jordan being the son of Kurt Angle was actually apparently always the plan. So they kept him on TV because they didn't want him to get injured, most likely. Wait, you mean to tell me you kept this guy off TV because you wanted this big storyline for him? That sounds like you actually give two shits. Because you have a history of injury-prone fetishes. But hear me bashing WWE. And also, it kind of comes at a time when WWE has this agenda pretty much of destroying the tag team wrestling scene. Like, we had the destruction of Golden Truth, which I did not give two shits about. We had the destruction of Enzo Amore and Big Cass. We had the destruction of American Alpha now. Let's see. The Hardy Boys look like they might do something soon. And Primo and Epico are protesting and want to leave WWE since they want out of their contracts and one of them is injured currently. So yeah, and there were even rumors that the Hardy Boys might be next, though they might do that for the Broken gimmick. So we might still see them for a bit. But yeah, it's going to be a interesting couple of months on Raw. This is actually kind of, so far, this has pulled in big ratings for WWE on Raw, something they desperately need. And now they're going to see how this works. I honestly hope Jason Jordan does well, and I kind of see the similarities between him and Kurt Angle, though honestly, I would rather have paid to see American Alpha versus Team Angle. Yeah, the gold standard Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas versus Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. That would be a tag team dream match. Well, not a six-man one. That belongs to the Shield and Wyatt family, but still. At least that dream was fulfilled. So, those are my thoughts on the Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle storyline. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.